First, before I do anything, I'm going to add some concealer onto my eyelid to prevent creasing and to brighten any colors that I apply on. Next, I'm going to take this pearly white from my e.l.f. palette and apply it onto my eyelid, not passing my crease. To brighten up my eyelid just a little bit more, I'm using Wet n Wild's Don't Steal My Thunder in the Brow Bone White color and applying it exactly where I had applied the e.l.f.'s white. And I'm going to also take this color and apply it to my brow bone as well. I'm going to take the medium gray from the same e.l.f. palette and apply it into my crease with a small brush. I'm going to be doing this so it's a transition color for the black. I'm using Nightcrawler from my Kat Von D Innerstellar palette. Using any dark colors, you want to be super careful because the fallout can be really messy to clean up. I'm using an angled brush to first place the black where I want the outline to be, mostly sticking to the outer corner. Be very slow if you have to. I'm also dragging it along my eyelash line. Once I got the general idea where that color is going to go, I'm going to take a straight edge as a stencil. You can use basically anything. Cards are a very common choice though. I'm going to try my very best to match up my eyes before beginning to add the color, because otherwise it'd be really weird. When I found my spot, I'm going to add the black, which is Nightcrawler, with a much smaller brush. I put the most pressure at the very end where the card is and begin to feather it in a brushing motion out inward towards my center of my eye, so it comes out into a more of a fade. I'm using Nightcrawler and an angled brush to line my bottom lid, being super careful about the fallout, and I'm also not lining the entire bottom lid, just most of it. I'm using the color to spread it out and thinking it as well. Taking that white from the Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to apply it into my inner corner and tear duct area. To line my top lid, I'm using Maybelline's gel liner in Blackest Black with the same angled brush as before. If you have a hard time with lining your eyes, doing it in parts can make it far more easier. I always start from my inner corner first, and then I do a bit at my outer corner, and then I have the meat in the middle. For falsies, I'm using my favorite by Ardell, the Wispies. I was going to film myself doing my lashes, but apparently the camera much prefers seeing my forehead than actually seeing the action of me applying them on. Mascara, I'm using my Bobbi Brown mascara in black. I'm going to admit I totally forgot to apply mascara, so I had to do this after all my filming. And yeah, so that's why it looks like it's a little bit different, because my mirror's on the other side of me. You can obviously add your mascara before you apply your falsies. Like I said, totally forgot to do so, but it's okay to add mascara to your falsies, especially if they're cheap. For this look, I'm using two different colors. I'm using Ulta's Lip Cream in Tender. Sorry, the bottom looks sturdy. It travels with my eyelash glue often. Second lip color, I'm using Stylist Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Patina. This is the one I got from Birchbox, and I absolutely love the color mixed with Ulta's Tender color. It just makes it look so beautiful. Also, this is kind of like a stain, like I mentioned in the Birchbox video, and it does kind of stain your outer lips if you accidentally get it off your lips. So just be very careful and make sure to clean up the mess if you miss. This is the end of the video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that the steps were easy and quick for you guys to follow, and I hope that you guys were able to understand my stuttering. So, bye! Please subscribe, comment, leave a like below.